Okay, hello and welcome to my channel and to today's video. Today is just going to be like an everything vlog, mostly crafty, talking about some yarn that I'm going to buy. I'm going to a yarn festival later, talking through my crochet, but I'm also planning on going thrifting because I need some new shorts. So come along if that interests you at all in just a general few days in my life. I totally forgot to film an intro this morning before I left the house. I was planning on it, but when I was in the car, I was like, oh man, I never talked to the camera. But now I'm at my yarn store Wool Time. This was a little bit strategic because, as I said, I have the yarn festival later. It's at 7 to 8:30 p.m. Super short. I'm not too sure why, but that's okay. I'm still gonna go, and even if I don't end up buying anything, it's okay. But I did want to come to my yarn store now before I go. Sorry, I'm just gonna take the key out because I don't want to spend too much money at the yarn festival today. Honestly, I don't have anything that I really need to buy. Maybe just like some really nice variegated hand-dyed yarn, but I know that gets really pricey and I am kind of on a budget right now. But all that to say that I have yarn for specific projects that I need to buy, so I'm gonna do that now so that I don't buy those yarns at the yarn festival and spend more money than I need to. But of course, you know, supporting those local artists is amazing as well. Just sometimes it's not in the budget. And also, this is a local business. This is my yarn store Wool Time. It's not a chain or anything. It's just here in Ottawa. So it's better than supporting like Michael's or anything, which of course is great if you're in that budget. Anyways, I'm rambling. Let's go and do some yarn shopping, and then I'll talk through the yarns that I get. Maybe when I'm back in the car, or maybe when I'm back at home. Okay, I scoured their sales section. I always do so much damage there. Why is my engine revving? Don't know why that just happened. Let's just stop recording. I spent $126, which isn't that much when you see the amount of yarn that I got, and when you see that I got this thing of Noro yarn, 5 balls. How much do you think it was? $60. One of these balls goes for like 45 or 55, at least at my yarn store. I was seeing not this exact type, but the other style was $55 for a ball for 400 meters, and I got this all for 60. And then I also got these, and I got 9 of these total. They're this soft alpaca, acrylic, alpaca, and wool mix, and I have a specific thing that I'm going to be doing with these, which is testing a pattern that I'm going to try for you guys. So I need to make it myself first. It's not a real pattern, it's just an idea that I have in my head, so don't worry, I'm not stealing it from any other creators. But I have an idea in my head, but I need to make it first so that I'm not like going crazy in the tutorial, if that makes sense. And this was $15 for 3 balls, so that's not bad at all. That's $5 per ball, and I got, yeah, as I said, 9 total, so it was $45 for 9 balls. If I did the math correctly, not sure. But yeah, that and the Noro. And then I also ended up picking up some little stitch markers, and this was $7 for 60 stitch markers. Even though they're just kind of like safety pins, but they're cute, you know, they're not just safety pins. So anyways, now we're gonna head over to Value Village, and then we're gonna head home. Okay, made it back home. Also, I put in my hair products this morning. Usually I do it when it's wet, but I just did it while it was dry today. I thought it would be okay. I think I've done it in the past, but look, my hair looks so greasy. Maybe I did too much. I don't know if you can really tell, but it's not greasy. So sorry if you noticed that. I swear my hair is not even greasy. It's just like I tried to put in the product and it looks so bad, and I just washed it yesterday, so I don't want to wash it again. So I might just have to throw it up for the rest of the few days until I wash it again, which is fine. As you can tell, I've made it back home. I have my yarn. I have some stuff from the Value Village. But first step is going to be to eat some food because I'm quite hungry and I have really exciting leftovers. I went to a place yesterday after work called Loaded Pierogi. I've never been there before. So good. So I got 2 bowls because they had buy one get one 50% off, and I wanted leftovers anyways. And I barely ate, well, I probably ate like a little bit under 1 bowl. So I have lots of leftovers. So I'm really excited to eat that right now. And then I'll try on my Value Village. And I also just want to cool down. The air conditioning in my car doesn't work that well, so I'm really hot and I don't love driving, so I need to calm down, eat, cool down, then we can show the Value Village purchases. Okay, it's about 3 p.m. I can't forget to leave at 6 for the yarn fair that I'm so excited for, but I just have some YouTube on. I did some tutorial that I'm working on, and now I just really wanted to get into this new yarn, so I stopped working on that tutorial sneak peek. It's that white over there, but I just really wanted to get into this new yarn that I showed you guys that I bought. So I'm going to start working on my next pattern that I'm testing. I have it in my head. I just don't know if it's going to materialize. I'm testing it to see if I can make it for you guys. So I'm going to do it in this lovely green that I bought. This is not the color that you will see in the tutorial, but I'm just going to sit here for a bit and do this with my YouTube and then have dinner and then leave for the yarn store. And I still will show you. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about showing you what I bought. I'm just really not in the mood to get in and out of jean shorts right now. So I'll do that later, but I have to go get a hook from downstairs and get into this yarn. Okay, I'm out of the yarn thing now. I spent a total of 15 minutes in there. It was smaller than I thought, but there's another one coming up in August. So I'm glad that I went to this one first. I was the only person under 50 there, which is fine. I know that it tends to be an older person hobby, but I spent about $85, which isn't that bad. You know, whatever I got. I'll show you what I get. It was a really long drive, like, how long was that? 30 minutes or so for just that long to be spent, but it's okay because I'm glad I went still. I got kind of overwhelmed because it was a lot busier than I thought. That's my story of the yarn. It looks like it's gonna rain, but I don't think it will, of the yarn show. So I'll go, I think I'll just go back home now. I'm parked at the mall because I didn't feel like parking at that church because it doesn't have a lot of parking. So it's not a real mall, it's just a very small mall, and they have like not really any good stores there. So I also don't really want to spend more money, so I think I'll just head home. But I bought those yarns for $80, and then I also bought 10 skeins of wool yarn for $5. What the hell? So that's like 50 cents. I can't believe it. So I'll show you those also. She had I guess she buys them, I don't know from where, so why they were so cheap, but she was so nice. And yeah, other than that, I didn't buy anything, which is fine. Wasn't really looking to spend that much money, but I definitely want to go to the Twist Fiber Festival. I kind of want to. I don't know if I will because that's all the way in August. I'd have to take a day off work, which is fine, but I think that one's closer to an hour drive away from me, which again, not that big of a deal. But you know, an hour drive, if I spent 15 minutes here, I don't know how long I'll spend there. Might be worth it to check it out. It smells like hamburgers. Maybe someone's doing a little barbecue. Okay, time for show and tell. I'm back home now, obviously. First, let's do, sorry that this is so, lighting is strange. Let's do what I bought at the Value Village today. I was able to get 3, I think, pairs of shorts. Yes, finally. So, the first ones were $7.99, and it's these ones. And they may look a little bit wrinkly because I just cut, you know when they like pin it up so it looks like rolled at the bottom? I personally don't like that, so I just looked at it at the thrift store and I could tell that I was going to be able to cut it because it was just like little thread holding it together and it wouldn't make a hole or anything. So that's exactly what I did. These are originally from H&M. They're just a light wash, and I just cut the thing so they're like longer, and yeah, I don't know, I like them. The reason why I was needing shorts, I don't know if I said it, is because my body's changing as I'm getting older. That's okay. And the shorts that I have from previous years, they're just not fitting as I want them to. They're tight and uncomfortable, and I just want to be comfy, especially when it's so hot out, so I need more shorts. The next were $5.99, and oh, sorry, they're also from H&M, and they're these black ones. Now, these are really long. What I'm going to do is, again, cut them because they were only $6, so I don't feel like doing it today, but tomorrow I'll just line them up with another pair of jeans shorts that I really like the length of, and then cut them because they hit like an inch or two above my knee. It's just kind of awkward, and especially since they're kind of tight, so they're not really giving jorts, they're just giving like strange. They're giving strange. But I like the way that they fit up top, so that was my plan originally when I saw the length in the store as well. I was like, well, if I like the way they fit, let me just take them and cut them. The next thing I got, you have to hear me out on these, but I really like them. They're giving Y2K mom a bit. These were also just $6, and they're originally from Old Navy, and they look like this. Guys, look, it's little people at the beach on it. I kind of like this. Like, if it would give mom if I wore it with like a blue oversized shirt, but imagine this was like a white crop top or something. And then I think it's cute because these are like low-waisted and it would show my tattoo, and I think it's not giving mom too much. I don't know. I just thought they were really cute, and for $6, even if I don't get that much wear out of them, I think they're so cute, and they're not jeans, they're not athletic, they're something else. Those are the shorts that I got, and then I did also end up for $8 picking up this skirt. It's like this pink paisley style. This hits about a little bit under my knee. But yeah, I thought that was so cute. And I did get one summer style top, which is this one. It was only $3.49. So this will be like without bra, like, what's it called? Without straps. I don't know. Tube? Like a tube almost, I guess. But then it flares out at the bottom, and it's just this cute little print top, and it was only $4, as I said, $3.50. So this is originally from, I didn't even notice, nowhere. The tag is blank. So, yeah. Cute, right? I don't know, I thought it was similar to this shirt that I was wearing today. Then I did get one DVD, which is Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. This was one of my favorite books that I've read. The movie, I've watched it. I didn't love it, but I thought it was good, and I like my DVD collection. Something comforting, something cute, so I'll keep that. Then I did end up getting two men's style shirts. I like throwing these on when I'm having a day at home, but it's also really good with my new job. This is mostly just what I wear with like some jeans on, because she lets me wear anything. So this one was $3.99. It's from H&M, I believe. And it says, "Do good and be nice. The wave of the future." I don't know, whatever. But it's this green color. I don't really have anything this color. And then it says that in big. And yeah, I just thought that it was like something nice, and it's not offensive to wear to work. And then I also got this one, which is a white one. And I think someone just like made this, but I really like it. I think it looks cute. It says Canada in like that funky lettering, and then it has like a funny maple leaf on it. So yeah, again, I love living in Canada, especially right now, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's everything that I got at Value Village. Now, let's get into what I bought of my 15 minutes of fame at the yarn festival. So I'll do just not in order, but that's okay. So from the lady that I made the mistake of asking if she only took cash, and she just didn't understand what I was saying, which was my fault. I have troubles with communicating. I ended up getting 4 balls of yarn, and that was $80. So that's around $20 each, which isn't bad. They were in her sale bin. Would have gotten more, but again, I don't need it. But these ones really stuck out to me because, sorry, there's something in my eye. I just love the colors. So I got 2, and this is hand dyed, by the way. This is the brand if you're interested. Fibberland. Yeah, this is 100 grams, 366 meters each. Yeah. Fingering, 80% merino, 20% nylon. So that's what that looks like. And I also ended up getting the other 2. Is this soft? What is this one? This one is 70%, 72% kid mohair, 28% silk. And these ones are 410 meters. So these ones are obviously really, really thin. They're kind of already sticking together. I hope that's not going to be an issue. Yikes. I've never worked with a yarn quite like this before, but that'll be a challenge for me. So anyways, I'm planning on working these 2 together, like, so that it'll be like nice and fluffy, but it won't be too thin. And this one is kind of variegated, and this one too. So I'm kind of nervous with how thin this is, but I think it should be fine. So yeah, as I said, those were about $20 each. And I don't think that'll be enough for a sweater. I'll make a sweater out of it because really the only thing that I make and actually wear is sweaters. So I think I'll have to buy, I'm not sure yet because I don't think I'm going to be thinking about this project for a little bit. Sorry, my dog just went on my bed. Just because I have so many else like in row. Jada, lie down, please. In line first that I want to get to. So I'm just not really going to think about it, but I could do like, I won't buy it necessarily hand dye it, or maybe I will. Like, maybe I'll only get to this after I go to the other festival that I was telling you guys about. But I might do it with like a pink. So it's like kind of like gender reveal almost, but like not really. Or maybe a yellow, or maybe a pale green, not sure. And I'm not sure if I'll do stripes or if I'll do like blocks. Like I could do like half this blue and then the bottom half the other color. I'm not sure. I don't really feel like thinking about it right now, so I'm just gonna keep those guys in a bag and put it in my yarn storage and come to them when I'm ready. Then I told you I got 10 yarns for only $5, which is just insane. I still can't believe it. She had so many. I kind of wanted to buy more, but I didn't want to be greedy, so I just stuck to my 10, but because she didn't have that many. So here's all the ones that I got. Basically, I just got different sizes and weights of white or creamy. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not really going to talk to you about them because they're all just wool. So I'll just show it really quickly. You can tell already they're kind of different, but my idea is to do a sweater. This one has kind of like a green tinge with all of these yarns, just like striping them. It's going to be so cute. Or maybe I can do, oh wait, I don't know how much meterage I'll have. That's my only issue. I don't know if I'll have enough for a total sweater, but because there's so many different whites, I could always just buy another. And then, right, like it wouldn't be so offensive. This is probably the thinnest one I got. But I'm not sure yet what kind of sweater I'll do. But I will do a sweater. This is probably the lightest white. The others are more cream. And there's the last one. And then I'll show you what that looks like from above. Oh, the shadow of my phone is so bad, but you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And they're all different. As I said, this one's the most white. Which one's the most dark? Maybe like this one, or I'm not sure, but I just really like that. And I think it'll be like so rustic and like fisherman-esque. Do we think this is enough for a whole sweater? I'm not sure. And I don't honestly know if this is the girl that sold them to me. I wish I asked for like her card or something, but yeah, I didn't think about that. So I'll look this up and see if that's her, because I would like to follow her. So anyways, I'm gonna ball these eventually, not right now. Again, when I'm ready to work on them, and we'll see if this is enough to make like something or not. I don't know, we'll see, but for $5, that's crazy, right? Can't believe it. Also felt greedy because I bought like not all, but like maybe half of the white yarn that she had. So I hope that she was like, I hope that she or the other people, there wasn't really a line, but there were people like looking at it. I hope they didn't think I was being greedy, but again, I'm paying like anyone else, right? So I don't know, but I said, oh, I hope I wasn't being too greedy with taking the white, and anyways, she didn't really think that I was being greedy. She was super, super nice. Most of the people there were really nice. I was just kind of overwhelmed. I didn't end up talking to a lot of people, but yeah, she was really nice. And then when I left, she said, happy crafting. I thought that was really cute. And I didn't say happy crafting back, unfortunately. I forgot. So I'm just stuffing these guys into a bag until I'm ready to think about them. Hopefully they'll all fit. And that was my haul. Let me crochet. I don't know if I'll watch a movie or just some YouTube. I've been watching a lot of like knitting and crocheting YouTube. Not really crocheting too much, just because this is gonna sound weird. I feel like I align more with the knitting community than the crochet community. This bag is not gonna close, I don't think. That's okay, I can leave it open. Which might sound weird, but I don't know. I would like to learn to knit, but I'm not great with taking it slow. Anyways, I'm just talking for the sense of talking right now. Okay, I'm just watching YouTube. I really like this girl. And I just wanted to show, this color looks really bad in this lighting. It looks like poopy a little. But I wanted to show what I'm working on before I go to sleep, because it's like almost 11:30 right now. And so yeah, this is it. Is crochet cables, like cable knit, but with crochet. Isn't that so cool? So this will be a sweater eventually. I'm just working on it, and it's actually working up so fast because I told you guys when I went to Wool Time, it was like, what, 11, 12 in the morning, and now it's 11, 12 at night, and I obviously wasn't crocheting all day, so I was able to do
like this much in just a few hours, and this is like, you know, about my hand sized, and need maybe that again for the body. I'm not entirely too sure. I'm not following anything. It's just, I'm just doing it myself. So yeah, I really love the way that this looks. I think it's so classic and timeless looking. I just love it. So yeah, I'm going to stop this for now. I'm going to put on some Anthony Bourdain because I've been loving watching him before I go to sleep. And I've started on the second ball. I know this isn't like a crochet vlog, but I've started on the second ball, maybe done like a third of the second ball. You can see where I stopped, where I connected. This is how much one ball did. I still think it should be enough because I have 9 balls and I'll need, I was just trying to do the math, and if I do like 3 for the front and the back panel, and then like 3 each, I mean, so that would be 6, and then I would have 3 left over for the sleeves. To me, that makes sense, and I still think that I'll have enough, but I don't know. I should be okay. Yeah, and I also wanted to show, if you see this over here, this thing, it used to be a crochet sweater. You can see, where's my finger? There it is. You can see the stitch that I did. I made that like, I don't even know, many years ago, or maybe 1 or 2 years ago. I mean, many is a stretch, but I don't like it. I don't ever wear it. I haven't worn it once because it had big sleeves, and anyways, I just didn't like it. So I wanted to harvest the yarn because it's like that really nice striped, it's a Karen cake or whatever it's called. You can see my rice pudding that I ate earlier. It's empty, don't worry, otherwise it would be in the fridge. Anyways, it's like a Karen cake, so I've been harvesting that yarn, and I just didn't get to finish because I was too excited to work on this. So, whoa, was my finger in it? So yeah, Anthony Bourdain, bedtime, and I think I'll catch you guys tomorrow, maybe for the last day of this vlog. Okay, I'm trying to have a productive day, but a little bit of a daunting task because I'm going to go through all of my shorts after yesterday trying to put on some shorts and realizing that didn't fit. But this is kind of a pain. If I have energy, I'm also going to go through my jeans because I wear like this, and this is free for all. I don't know what's even there. So that's my task, and that's my donations. There's the dog. She's also getting donated. Haha, just kidding. And then I'll clean my room, put away my laundry. I'm also running a load of laundry. But yeah, that's my productive day. And then later, I also have to go to the dentist at 4. Right now it's about 2. But later, I really want to roll this yarn into skeins. How do you call it? I don't know. Roll it so that it's ready to use. But we'll see if I get up to that after my dentist appointment. Maybe this one too, but I'm not sure. It's 8:30. I had my dentist. It was fine. No cavities, thank gosh. Sorry if you can hear the dog whining. I don't know why she's been well, I do know why. It's because my parents are gone and she's probably bored. And I ended up winding some balls of yarn. I also made dinner after my dentist. I just found some various things in the freezer, like, so there was some grilled cheese bites, there was some frittata things, and some little like pot sticker things. So I just kind of put those all in a pan and just, you know, a little bit of an appetizer style dinner because I didn't feel like cooking anything. I barely ever do. Good morning, happy Wednesday. It's a really gloomy day today. Well, not really gloomy, but it's supposed to rain soon. I don't want to be cooped up in the house again today. I'll probably, like, I did stuff on Monday, as you guys saw, and I did stuff on Monday, as you guys saw. I did nothing yesterday except the dentist, and I want to do something today, and then I'll probably do nothing tomorrow. The thing is, when you do something, it ends up being like, you just spend money, right? But I went to Europe, but I haven't spent that much money, like, since, if that makes sense. Like, I've been good, and it's just like, who cares if I spend a little money, right? So anyways, I'm going to get out of the house. I really like this area in Ottawa where I live called the Glebe. Whole Foods for lunch. I want to get their hot food bar. So yeah, just various things, just like perusing around. I'd like to do, of course, solo. Spend most of my time solo. I'm not complaining though. And yeah, just to get out of the house for a little bit and not be so cooped up. Just get a change of scenery. So yeah, come along and we'll be leaving shortly. It's about 10 in the morning.
Okay, sorry if you hear the car running. That's just from my bag. I just desperately need the AC to start working because it's hot. It's actually ends up, look, it's such a nice day. It said it was supposed to rain all day today. Balmy and nice. 2:30. I had a lovely day. I sat there for a while and I did some crochet. I think I sat there for probably close to an hour. Sorry that my skin is so bad. Then I went to Whole Foods. I went to Winners. I got myself a conditioner because I needed it. Walked around a bit and I'm feeling great. So I'm about to head home now. Bello! Just wanted to give my final update before I end out this video because I'm not really doing anything the rest of the week and I think it's long enough anyways. Hopefully this was entertaining. Wanted to update you with the crochet that I ended up doing. Oh, by the way, just had a lime Coke. So good. Well, a regular Coke. Well, Coke Zero with lime in it. Here we go. I finished the front panel for my cable sweater. Yes, it looks freaking weird because it's like all bunched up, but don't worry, it will chill out. So this is what it looks like, and it goes down to about my belly button, and I'm still going to do ribbing along the bottom so it will lengthen a bit, and then I'm also going to block it, of course, because it's really stiff, but I didn't want to up a crochet hook, and I know a lot of people complain, like knitters complain that crochet is very stiff. Personally, I don't really find it very stiff. It depends what you're making and what hook you're using. So this looks stiff right now, but I'll block it so it won't look stiff after. But I didn't want to go up a crochet hook so that there is many holes. Like you can see there's still holes, and I just didn't want those to be bigger. So that's what it looks like. And I was able to finish that at the park, and I also made these sleeves things. And I will make a tutorial for that, so keep your eyes peeled. That will probably be closer to, this is the first time I'm trying it out, like the idea that I have in my head, so that will probably be out closer to September maybe, just because I don't want to put out a big comfy cozy sweater in the middle of summer because people aren't going to want to make it. Even though I like to make it, you know, people aren't going to want to start making that, you know. So, and then I started on the back panel. That's what the back side looks like, and that's what the front looks like. So I've worked on that. I'll probably get it finished like tomorrow. Not the whole sweater, just this panel. And I'm on my third ball of yarn, so I have enough yarn, which I'm so thankful for, because what I allotted out was 3 for the back, 3 for the front, and 3 for the sleeves, because I have 9 balls total, but I ended up only using, what the hell am I saying? I ended up only using 2 and a bit balls on the front, 2 and a bit balls for the back, ribbing. So anyways, have plenty of yarn, and I'm gonna stop working on this for right now. I'll do it again tonight in my bed, but I'm gonna work on the other tutorial that I'm working on. So much tutorial and working going on. But yeah, my braids are looking so fuzzy. Yeah, I also bought myself a little frozen Indian food because I kind of wanted to get some Indian food sometime this week, but I didn't. I just don't really feel like driving there, and then, you know, I already have plans for the rest of the week, so dinner plans, I mean. So not gonna do that, so I just bought a little frozen Indian food thing at Whole Foods when I was there, and also a frozen burrito, which I'm gonna eat the burrito maybe tomorrow. So yeah, some nice new food to try out. And oh, I also have a little cake thing that I bought. Wait, I'm so excited. I'll eat dinner soon because I'm getting excited. I hope the Indian food frozen is good. There's also an Indian food close to me restaurant that I really want to actually try real Indian food. I don't know if it's real Indian food. Yeah, thanks so much for just realizing that I got a little bit tan on my walk. For watching. I'll see you next time. Ciao.